Thank you guys for tuning in to another Facebook Live. Today, we have two powerhouses in this industry joining us. First off, we have Barry Habib, which all of you know. And then our special guest today is Bill Hayes. He is the CEO of Top of Mind, which I know a lot of you are utilizing. And we do have a special announcement today, but before we get into that, I did want to pick their brains of these two successful individuals on what it takes to be successful and where they see the market going. So first off, thank you guys for tuning in.
Well, thank you for having me as well. I really appreciate it. And Powerhouse is quite an introduction. So I'll do my best to live up to that, lofty title. So appreciate it, Megan. And thanks, Barry, for having me. Excited to be here.
We're excited to be here with you, Bill. I know that you've done so much to help this industry. So it's great to have the NBS Highway family get introduced if they haven't been introduced to you already and know some of the wonderful things that you're doing to help them.
Well, thank you for that. And like Megan said, we'll announce something exciting at the end. And I'm just excited that we're going to start to do more together because, certainly, Barry, your reputation and the reputation of NBS Highway is well regarded and precedes you. And I'm just thrilled to start to build a deeper relationship between Surefire, Top of Mind, and NBS Highway. So.
Yes, we are very excited for that. And before we kind of unleash our special announcement, I just want to pick your guys' brains a little bit. You guys have been very successful within this space. And first off, what do you guys kind of attribute to your success?
Go ahead, Gary. Go ahead, Barry. I'll ride after you.
Okay, well, one of the important things is that you have to be willing to adapt, and we're going through some changes right now. So there's a story I like to tell about the speaking engagement I did with Tom Landry, where the two of us had some time together in the green room in between both of our keynotes. And that, if you don't know, Tom Landry was the coach of the Dallas Cowboys for many years, was in the Hall of Fame, won Super Bowl. So he's a highly regarded gentleman. And while we're speaking, just the two of us, he told me that when he watches players celebrate wildly, he says, look, he understands that people want to have a good time. He said, but that never intimidated him. He said, what really intimidated him was when he saw a player score on them and did it like that's what they're supposed to do. Not like it was a freak, like they're going to do it again and again. And that's the type of person that was more highly respected and feared by Coach Landry. And I look at our industry today and I see a lot of people talking about the fact that, it was a great ride while it lasted. Things are changing now, it's over. Well, what we have to do is just adapt and change your focus. And to stick with the football analogy, kind of take what the defense gives you. So great quarterback or a great head coach will take what the defense gives them. And right now the defense is giving you a couple of really good things. You got to have housing market, but you can also alleviate points of friction, and you could solve the points of friction with multiple offers, lots of cash offers. How do we get our buyer to see the value, to anticipate what it will be worth in the future, to get them to be able to bid above asking price or win the home? Because you don't buy a home today, you have to win it. And then on the refinance side, yes, rates have moved up. There are still quite a few candidates that can benefit from rate and term, but we have to get their mindset around the fact that don't be butthurt, don't be a spoiled brat and say, oh, I'm waiting for this to come back. Because the savings that they forego while they hope that yields come back might not be able to be overcome. In other words, if I was going to save $400 a month at the lowest rate, but I could still save $300 a month today, and I'm going to be a crybaby and not do it because I'm waiting to try and save $400 a month. Well, even if I'm right, and it takes 3 or 4 months or 6 months for yields to come back down, that's a few $1,000s that I could have been saving. And that incremental $100 a month might take me several years, if it ever happens, to make up. So it's just adapting to that mindset. The defense is also giving you a lot of equity in homes. Therefore, if you could act as an advisor to that individual, even if you take them to a higher interest rate, as we've shown so often with the debt consolidation tool, you can change people's lives for the better, reduce the term, help them save for their kids' college, plan for their own retirement by making the same exact payment that they're making now, but just doing it smarter. Yes, you take them to a higher rate on the mortgage, but the debt reconstruction will put them in a position where they'll be much, much, much better off. So this ability to adapt, the ability to change your focus, not work as much in your business, but also work on your business, is critical right now. Because listen, when I was an originator, I would do very good levels of volume, and sometimes, frankly, it would piss me off a little bit that I wasn't that far head and shoulders above people for all the hard work I was doing, because that great environment gave everybody the ability to do super numbers. But I was actually a little bit happier when things changed and I was able to shine. And this is your chance as an originator to shine, because now you can differentiate yourself by being an advisor. And people ask me all the time, what should I invest in? What should I invest in? Well, I've discovered over time is the best investment that you can make is right here. That is the investment that will pay you the biggest dividend. That will give you the biggest return. But by doing that, we can't just take orders from people. FinTech has certainly made their footprint out there something that we've been able to not feel as bad, because when you have a large total addressable market, TAM is really big, their influence will impinge less on the transactions that we could do. But with FinTech having a big footprint and the total addressable market shrinking down a little bit, you'll start to feel a pinch a little bit more. So we have to figure out ways to be resilient. Resiliency is a key element. Megan, this goes back to the first question you asked me. How do you try to maintain success on a consistent level for many years? So you have to be consistent in your constant investment in your mind. You have to be willing to adapt and understand what's going on. And you also have to be resilient. Your mindset is really critical right now, because it's easy to kind of get down. It's easy to, but this is a period of time where you don't have to say that the ride's over. You don't have to say that we have to now settle. You can have a great year this year, whether it's better than 2020, quite possible it could be, but it doesn't have to be really a meaningfully down year, even if it isn't those numbers, because if you take what the defense gives you, if you invest in yourself and you adapt, you'll find that you can have an extraordinary year that will actually bring you a lot more fulfillment, because you'll be doing a lot more good for those individuals with debt consolidation, helping people find homes and navigating through a more tricky market using your expertise, and put yourself in a position where you could shine more head and shoulders above your competitors. So long answer, Megan, but that's
Well, thank you for that answer, Barry. I think it's so important, that mindset and being able to shift. And it reminds me of your book, finding opportunities. What is the market giving us? What is our opportunity? And shifting in that. And I love this panel that we have right here too, because, Barry, you used to originate. And then we have Bill on here, who really gets to see, a lot of the analytics, the back end side, how originators are communicating with individuals. And so, Bill, same question to you. What does it take to continue this level of success? And what have you kind of seen within the space of what's been kind of happening and what originators have been doing to stay on top of this?
Yeah, no, great question. And Barry, I couldn't agree more. To stick with your football analogy and your sports analogy, to me, a big part of success has always been teamwork, right? Surrounding yourselves with really good people and then relying on them and trusting them to do their jobs, giving them the tools and the capabilities they need to be successful, and then watching it unfold, watching the good play unfold. So, we feel with Surefire that we give them a great playbook. We give them also, great tools to leverage the teams that they have. And the loan originators and loan officers, these loan advisors, they can't do it alone. Especially now, the market, like Barry said, is shifting. They need to be reaching back out to all their referral partners. It's a team. We give them the tools to engage not only the borrowers, but the people that are on the field with them to be successful. And, that's really where we see, the market returning again is, we've all been able to throw really quick, 15-yard outs for a lot of first downs in these last couple of years. And now we're going to have to return to a bit of a ground game and mix it up and have a balanced attack. And that's going to be a little bit of both. And like Barry said, it's a mindset. Let's, stick to what we know works. Trust your teammates, trust your tools, trust the training that you've put into it, and then, go out and perform. And that's really been the secret of my success. And I am relatively new to this industry. I'm not new to software and success in the software space and providing tools, but to stick with the teamwork analogy, I'm surrounded by hundreds of people at top of mind that have been in this industry for 17 years. I trust them every day. They make me better, and I try to just remove roadblocks to help them execute the plays we've got, and then those plays help our clients service their borrowers and understand the industry as good as they can.
And I just want to mention too, we did get mortgage apps in today. We've been talking about the future of the market, and we've seen refinances, start to go down, which, it is a shifting market. And I love the fact that both of the platforms that we're kind of addressing here today, MBS Highway, Top of Mind, Surefire, they allow us a way to communicate and build our business and build those referral relationships, which is extremely important to do right now. And that's why I am really excited to announce this special announcement that we have. So I'm just gonna lay it out there, you guys. We have joined forces, MBS Highway and Top of Mind. We have officially joined forces. We are now integrated, and you can quickly, easily, and in an automated fashion, send out your favorite MBS Highway pieces. And we're starting with the real estate report card. And Barry, do you want to mention why the real estate report card is so vital and what it is going to showcase?
Yeah, I just want to clarify, Megan, by joining forces, what we've created is an integration between the two separate platforms. So that's, I don't want anybody, I know how these things work. Some people hear things, so we just got to be careful.
Yeah.
No, two totally separate entities, two totally separate companies.
Yep.
What we've done is we've collaborated, is the right way to put it, Megan. We've collaborated to try and have an integration that will help users of both platforms have a more seamless and pleasurable experience. And yes, to answer your question, Megan, the real estate report card is something that MBS Highway subscribers typically utilize with every interaction with their customer. So Top of Mind can automate that and make that very easy. We figured that MBS Highway has so much wonderful content, but Top of Mind, besides all the wonderful things that they do, has this incredible delivery engine that makes it so easy and seamless and automated that why not take the two wonderful products that we put and allow us to make the users of both platforms have a very easy way to distribute this collateral material that will certainly impact their standing in their community. It'll allow them to gain more referral sources and really ring the cash register and bringing a lot more transactions in.
Yeah, again, thanks for the clarification, Barry. I hope, like Megan said, this is just the first of several collaborations we can continue to bring to market. But I couldn't be more thrilled, to marry the world-class market insight, market intelligence, and real estate tools that come from MBS Highway with our best-in-class, marketing automation platform to deliver that important information really seamlessly and easily. So. Won't get into the technical details, but it's a couple of clicks to get started within the Surefire application. You just have to know your MBS Highway credentials to get started. And then, you can search any address within Surefire to pull up that report card, and it can be delivered in our multi-channel approach, text, email, a variety of other sources through our workflows to easily deliver that highly valuable content to transform these loan officers to loan advisors like you guys have always advertised. And it also is a great tool, again, for re-engaging and reinvigorating those referral partners, which is going to be vital. So couldn't be more thrilled and excited about this first step.
Yes, I am very excited about it. And just to address some of the people that are watching here, Barry, definitely thanks for clarifying my language. We got some comments. Barry's retiring. Barry's not retiring. He's here to stay. We very much need Barry and appreciate Barry as well. And I am very excited about this. If you guys have questions, do not hesitate to reach out to us. And thank you both for taking your time today to be here and announce this special announcement.
Awesome.
Thanks, Megan.
Thanks for having me. Hey, great to see you, Barry. Don't retire.
I would go crazy. I wouldn't know what to do.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.